Today I am going to share my 45th article which is related to communication. Do you ever know that there is a separate clause for communication? It is clause number 7.4. And how important the clause is. When I was going through it, it was looking as if there is nothing to talk about it. But when I started working on it, I realized that starting from clause number 4 to clause number 10, this communication clause covers every clause. When you see it from the perspective of organization, you will find that if the organization is successful, it is because of effective communication. And if the communication is not good, you can see some very bad result for the organization. So for the success of organization, it is very important to take care of your internal customers as well as the external customers. When you look at the standard is talking about 4W and 1H. It is talking about what, when, with whom, who and how. All the five things are important for effective communication. So let's start talking about what. Now, what is the communication that needs to be communicated? It can be internal, it can be external. When we talk about internal, the communication can be with employees, it can be with workers, it can be, if you talk about external customers, it can be with respect to suppliers, customers, and what we need to communicate. It will be maybe with respect to quality policies, POSH policy, safety policy. It can be about the quality objectives, business plan, organization mission, vision. And if we talk about external parties, then it can be about the employee satisfaction survey, customer satisfaction survey, supplier performance, and so many things. The second thing is when. Now it's also important to know that when we need to communicate. Now different communication require different frequencies. Like if we talk about the production plan achievement, it will be a daily achievement. When we talk about quality objectives achievement, it can be a monthly occasion. When we talk about achievement with respect to internal audit plan, management review, with respect to the performance of the organization, it can be half yearly or yearly. Now the third important point is with whom. Now, not all the communication needs to be done with everyone. So it is important for the organization to define that with whom they need to talk with respect to anything. Say for example, when you're talking about the business results, it is important to know that which is the kind of audience you are targeting. In case you want to share your business result, whether you want to call the media, you want to call your other interested parties, your employees or not, you need to decide about that. When you're talking about the performance of the organization's internal targets, whether you want to talk to the employees, to the workers, that all needs to be decided. How it has to be done. That is the fourth one. Now there are different channels by which we can do the communication. Most common is email, a mass communication method that we can do. These days video conferencing is a very good tool that people are using, that rather than calling people everyone at one place, everyone is sitting their place and they can discuss about certain things. Intranet, a wonderful tool wherein not only you are interacting with your internal employees, but you are also interacting with the external employees as well as those people who are the interested parties. It can be society, it can be media, it can be the financial institutions. You can communicate anything which you want. You must have seen in outside the company that display boards wherein they talk about the quality policy, environment policy, and many things with respect to government rules and regulations. So there are different ways in which we can communicate with the internal world as well as the external world. The last is who. Now, this is the most important thing to know because not all the information is for everyone. Say for example, there is a labor issue. So at that time, who will communicate? Will it be the employee of a company or will it be the top management of the company? So that is an important thing to know. When we are talking about any customer complaint issue, will it be the top management or it may be the quality head? So organization has to decide that who will communicate what depending upon the importance of the activity. So in the final, I must say that this clause may not be looking very exciting to people, but a very important clause for the success of any organization. In case you want to know more about this clause, please go to the link and read it. Bye-bye. All the best.